Hello, YouTube and Facebook fans. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. Good to see you again. Paranormal Talks, we are educational. We're here to help you awaken yourself first. And we do that by providing educational videos like this on various metaphysical sciences, in particular divination tools such as numerology. And this series of videos is on your personality number. Now, Paranormal Talks, if you could be so kind, I just wanted to mention that if you could visit our video store on paranormaltalks.com, we have amazing speakers, awesome speakers on the paranormal, supernatural, near-death experiencers, out-of-body astral projectors, ET abductees, afterlife contactees, you know, where the dead loved one contacted them, and psychics and mediums and past life regressionists. It's just amazing. All these paranormal supernatural phenomena that are a part of us. They're a huge part of the human experience, and that's what Paranormal Talks loves to share with you and educate you about. Now, we're going to be talking about your personality number 7. And there's ways that you can find these, and we'll step through that in a bit. But your personality number is based on the name you were given when you were born. That is, the name shown on your birth certificate. That is, it's not your married name, it's not your nickname, it's not your adopted name, although if that's the name you were given originally on your birth certificate, then go with it. But some people who are adopted, they're given one name and then later their name is changed. Well, we want to use the name that you're originally given when you first showed up here, and it's shown generally on your birth certificate. Now, the personality number is just one of 3 core numbers that come from that are derived from your given name from your birth certificate. The first series of videos that we did are on your soul urge number. It's also called your heart's desire, and that's derived from all the vowels in your given name. The personality number is derived from all the consonants in your given name. And then if you add the soul urge number together with the personality number, those 2 numbers together give you the 3rd number, which is your destiny number. Now, I like to combine these divination tools, even though we are talking about numerology right now, which is one of the divination tools of the metaphysical sciences. There's also astrology, tarot, runes, and many other divination tools. But I like to sort of cross-pollinate these so you understand that these tools are ancient and they sort of influence each other, and there's a commonality between them, and they're all highly, highly accurate. That's why they've been around for so many centuries, is they work. So the personality number, let me describe that. Unlike the soul number, which I like to equate to the moon sign in your astrological chart, the personality number in numerology, I say, equates to your rising sign or your ascendant in your numerology chart. And then finally, the destiny number, we'll be doing a series of videos on that. Your destiny number, I feel, comes from, is best described as your north node in your astrology chart, and to a lesser extent, your sun sign. So your personality number, which is all the consonants, numbers all added up in your given name, that is the first impression you make on people when they first meet you, when you show up. Your personality number describes your skills and abilities and talents that you already got. You don't have to develop them or pursue them or acquire them, such as you do with your soul urge number, or fulfilling your goals along your life path number. No, your personality number, you already got those. It's sort of like being given a boat with all these bells and whistles. You know, you're just given the boat. You didn't have to design the boat. You didn't have to build the boat. You didn't have to attach all these bells and whistles. Oh, no, 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 no. You just got the boat. You just jump in it and you go. You go through life. You navigate all the way through life however you wish, using the bells and whistles and the boat that you were given. And that's the personality number. So that's nice. That's kind of the easy way. It's not that much work. It's nice having skills and abilities without having to work at them again. Now, when I say you just showed up with them, that generally means you have developed these skills, these abilities, these talents in a past life, and you bring them with you. You don't leave them behind. You don't leave the stuff behind. You worked hard for them. So you're making the most of them in this lifetime. Now, the personality number 7 that we'll be talking about, we derive that from using the Pythagorean system of numerology. And let me show you the table of the Pythagorean system. Now, Pythagoras is this old guy from 590 BC, Greece. And he developed this system, this methodology. He was quite a mathematician. Now, I'm sure that there were other people who also developed, were part and parcel of developing this methodology, but we'll go with Pythagoras for now. So this is the system, and you can see we use only the numbers 1 through 9, and then we use all the letters in the English alphabet. And each letter is assigned its own number. And in this case, for example, you see the number 1, it's assigned to the letters A, J, and S. And then the number 2 is assigned to its particular numbers, etc., all the way through to number 9. Okay? And now let me show you the cheat sheet on how to find your personality number. Here we go. You can see here that same table of the numbers 1 through 9, and then all the letters in the English alphabet. And this is the cheat sheet, worksheet that we use. You can see we're using the name Sharon Lynn Clarkson, and we put the number that's assigned to each consonant in her name, and we add up all these numbers together until we come to a final digit of 5. So this particular person, in using this worksheet, her personality number is 5. But for this particular video, we are talking about your personality number 7. Now, each number has an element, just like in astrology, each sign has an element. Well, the number 7 has an air sign. That's the element assigned to number 7. And I like to, like I say, cross-pollinate. So when I look at the number 7 and how it expresses itself as a personality, in the tarot deck, it seems to correlate most closely in expression to the major arcana card, the Hermit. The deep thinker, Hermit. You know, it's that guy who's wearing a long robe. You know, the traditional regular tarot deck. He's wearing the long robe with a hood over his head, and he's holding out his arm, and he's holding a lamp, you know, to light the way for the rest of humanity. You know, he is a thinker. So he has ideas. And as far as astrology, it correlates best to a combination of the signs Virgo and Aquarius. Virgo being an earth sign and Aquarius being an air sign. But anyway, personality number 7 is an air sign. Now, unlike a personality number 3, which is seen and expresses itself as an extrovert, the number 7, which is also an air sign, just like 3 is, the 7 air sign, it is an introvert. That's probably when you see this person, they're really not this social butterfly. They're really not out there charging into new parties and social situations in the community or at work or anywhere else. That they're probably, you can probably sense they're not that comfortable, but they're smart because it's an air sign. They're really observant and generally very intelligent. I doubt that there's much that they don't, that that they don't miss. They catch everything. They can kind of see through you, because they're always looking for what's deeper, what's behind this, Why is she really saying that? Why is he really doing that? Why is he acting this way? Why is she doing this? Etc. That's a number 7. They just normally click into that. It's a very analytical kind of personality. They want the truth, and they seek the truth. And because of that, they can certainly have opinions, but that's okay. Opinions can always be modified, but if you don't have opinions, then you can just be a lot of fluff. They're wise. They can be perceived as old souls, whether they are or not. But because they don't take anything at face value, they always want to know really what the truth is behind it, what's really making it do what it does. That's why they're perceived as old souls, not superficial, but deep thinking souls. Serious, studious. They're rather independent. They can appear standoffish. Even if they're at a party, they may be called a wallflower. They may put a lampshade on their head so no one notices them, but they can still observe. But the lampshade on the head isn't to be a clown or entertaining. No, it's more like to hide so they can observe. You see how they use these things in different ways to get to the bottom of the situation. They can have an exceptional intelligence and wisdom, hence the feeling that they're old souls, and really have insights to some real mysteries of human behavior. Because of that, they can be hard to get to know, this personality number 7. They're analytical. They can appear fussy. It's like before they sit at a table, they want to make sure it's all clean and it's all wiped off, and the chair that they sit on, there's no crumbs or debris left on the chair that somebody else used, and they want to brush that off. And the curtains in the room, that they're pulled all the way closed properly, or if they're opened all the way properly. They can just be fussy and perfectionist. How annoying. But they have such great ability of knowledge and insight. Because of their introspectiveness, they can always be asking why, and they can actually say things based on their initial observations that are shocking to people, such as, "How did you know that? You just met these people," etc. How did you know that? Well, their depth of observation and analysis really brings them to fantastic and accurate conclusions. And so they're really good at that. And pursuing knowledge, they always want to know. I'm sure that they're online, not watching Netflix and other fun things, but actually reading articles and really digging deep. I'm sure that the internet was a godsend for a personality number 7, or a destiny number 7, or a life path number 7. The internet, yeah, that's I'm sure that they'd be happy as happy as a speckled pup under a bush because of the internet. Now, I've seen some personality number 7s in a social situation where they may not be interacting with the people a whole lot, but where they are actually just observing. And this is where their observation skills come in so amazingly. Is they were observing some of the people, some of the couples interacting with each other. And after that, we were chatting with this personality number 7, and that personality number 7 said, "You see that couple over there? Well, he really doesn't care much for her. I mean, he's allowing her to be around him, and she's really into him. She's just, man, it's like she wants this guy like a husband. But him, he really, no one else saw that. And some of us just blew off his observations. Yeah, what do you mean? That, you know, they've been together for years, and they're a great couple, and they love each other, and we even heard them, etc. Well, sure enough, you know, 4 months later, this couple is totally broken up, and she's absolutely crushed, because he was like the love of her life, and him, man, he could care less. He was already on to the next girlfriend, never even looked back. So this number 7 personality, he already had the ability and skills to observe and come to a really accurate observation of a particular couple that he was observing in this social situation. And what he saw and described, we actually in the end, months later, it turned out that, yeah, that was the bottom line with that relationship that he observed. So it was kind of made us nervous, you know. It's like, well, what else did you see that you didn't tell us about? You know, how nervous should we be? So that's a personality number 7. We show up here with these skills, abilities, talents already in place. That's the boat we jump into and we navigate through life. So number 7, deep thinkers, great thinkers. If you know one of them, take their counsel when needed, because they will really help you through some really sticky situations that you can't find your way clear of. That number 7, they'll get to the bottom of it, no doubt. So thank you for looking at our videos and joining us here. Our next personality number we'll be looking at will be the number 8 with the next video. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And we'll keep these educational videos coming to you. Feel free to make comments in the chat boxes below, and we'll love to chat with you and get back to you, because we love helping each other with these divination tools to help you and your loved ones be more successful and happier through life. Until then, this is JJ at Paranormal Talks. We'll see you next time for number 8. Bye.